RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Tom Lane, State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Macias Insurance, professional, independent insurance agents. First Mid-America Credit Union, exceeding members' expectations since 1934. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance, all of your protection under one roof. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care, offering friendly service and reliable repairs since 1974. Liberty Bank, committed to providing excellent customer service above all else. Toyota, let's go places. Visit www.buyatoyota.com.
Right now in the conference, Alton with the 2 wins. That's only better than East St. Louis in the Southwestern Conference. The Flyers are winless on the year, both overall record and in the conference. So the Alton Redbirds would like to get win number 3, draw them even with Granite City, at least Granite City prior to today, and get on a little bit of a roll in the closing weeks of the regular season, and that means a lot of conference games still to go.
Well, these two teams played exactly 1 month ago, April 2nd, April 2, and that was in Collinsville, and wouldn't you know it, it was a one-run game, 4-3. The Cahawks won it 1 month ago, 4-3 over the Redbirds. First pitch, foul ball backing out of play, and we are underway with Zach Mathis at the dish wearing number 29, right-handed batter. And he flies one into center. Wisnowski is there. Deep center field. The wind takes it a little bit, but he's under it for the out. 1 down.
That off-speed pitch was in on the hands of Mathis. Couldn't get the hands extended, and it did go to medium depth center field, but you wonder if he could have extended those arms a little bit and really muscled up. He might have been able to send that one to the track.
And you look at Zach Mathis, that leadoff hitter. He's their leading hitter, too. .464 batting average. Now we go to Daniel Frankie. Frankie, the number 2 hitter, and we'll see what he does here. A foul ball, first base side, and quickly it's 0-2 here to the number 2 hitter for the Cahawks.
Defensive swing that time, swung the bat to avoid getting hit, it almost appeared, and he just fouled that one into the on-deck circle.
Sunshine pops back out here at Gordon Moore. Pitch is outside for a ball. Brent Gibbs, the catcher. Some other seniors in the lineup like Halliday and Stilts. Wisnowski, a senior. Gibbs. Here's a pitch that's popped up on the infield. The shortstop wants it. A step or two out onto the grass, and Halliday makes the catch at short. 2 down.
Chris, doesn't look like he's that much of an overpowering pitcher, and it could see a lot of contact today. First 2 batters for Collinsville has put the ball in play. Easy pop-up on the infield there, handled by the shortstop Halliday.
And pitch to contact and let your defense do the work. That's the name of the game, and sometimes your pitch count will not be that high. Here's a line drive right to the center fielder, Wisnowski. He's on the fly to make the catch, and quickly it's 1-2-3 for the Cahawks in the top of the first. The Redbirds coming up. Scoreless game. Alton bats after this. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Red or black, silver or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a representative.
Timeout! Come here! I need better coverage. Anybody here give me better coverage?
Put me in, coach. I can give you better coverage. Not only can I give you better coverage, I can protect your dreams. Call me, Gerard Fisher, 466-7062.
Hey, where do you want this ladder?
Oh, come on, coach.
American Family Insurance.
Back at Gordon Moore Park, Collinsville Cahawks and Alton Redbirds, and bottom of the first inning now. And again, the Redbirds looking for win number 18 today. Southwestern Conference game today, and Wisnowski, Palda, and Gibbs will start things off. Bailey bats fourth. Hopkins, the designated hitter, he hits for Stilts in the number 5 hole. Then it's Kress batting 6th, the pitcher. Lewis, Halliday, and Hudson, the bottom of the order. But it all starts at the top with Ron Wisnowski, 456 batting average with plenty of speed, 20 RBIs, and he's pretty much done it all.
A lot of gaudy offensive numbers for Alton. 184 runs scored on the season, and they've got not only Wisnowski with the 20 RBI, but they've got 2 others that have driven in over 20 runs. Brent Gibbs and Nick Palda, all with over 20 RBI on the season. So they've got some guys that can put the ball in play and bring them around to score.
And we hope they do that against Cease, who looks like a tough pitcher, though. 2-1 with a 1.09 ERA. And we'll talk more about him as we go along. He's a right-hander, and Cease will bring it in on the outside corner. Strike 1 to Wisnowski.
Cease making his 4th start of the year, 5th start of the year.
He brings another one in. Inside, tying up the batter, but it's off the plate for a ball, and it's 1-1. Nick Palda will be next. Wisnowski, the senior here, will foul one off to the right and out of play. A lot of action out here at Gordon Moore Park today. Senior day for the Marquette softball team playing Bunker Hill. And at 5 o'clock, you have Alton soccer against Granite City out here at the park. Here's a tap foul.
Have to peek out there and see if Alexis Silkwood is in the circle or not. I mean, she's got that impressive no-hitter streak going on. She hasn't allowed a run or a hit. I guess she hasn't allowed a hit since April 4th.
That would have been Calhoun, I believe.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Breaking ball is popped up on the infield. Foul ball near the bag at third, and the third baseman standing there. Frankie will grab it. A step or two foul, 1 out.
These batters so far in this game, they've all made contact. They haven't had too many swings and misses, but it hasn't been nice, solid, squared-up contact except for that third-place hitter for Collinsville lined sharply into center field. We'll see if Palda and Gibbs can square one up here in this Alton half of the first inning.
And all 4 batters have put it into the air, too. You'll notice that. Pop-ups, flyouts, and nothing on the ground yet. We'll see about Palda. Ball 1. Now outside, ball 2.
Pitcher really seems to be a free and easy type pitcher. He doesn't put overly a lot of effort into his delivery, and he's just getting it over the plate.
And not completely over the top either, almost 3/4. Sometimes it's 3-0 here, though.
Yeah, even though the count's 3-0, he's been real close to the plate with all 3 deliveries in this at bat.
Nick Palda will take a strike, and now it's 3-1.
It was going to be anywhere close and called a strike.
Palda 369 on the year, 24 RBIs. Inside, that's ball 4, and that's a 1-out walk for Alton High.
Well, they get things started with second-place hitter reaching base. Now we see if want to do some running on the bases. Batting in the number 2 hole in the order, you got to figure he's got some speed. Brent Gibbs has got the ability to drive him around. If he should get a break with a double in the gap, he could score from first.
Leads the team in doubles with 17. Next on the list is Wisnowski's 8 doubles. 17 of his 30 hits are doubles, 1 triple, 2 homers. So 20 out of his 30 hits are extra bases.
He watched that first one get called a strike. He wasn't too happy. I don't think he could have done what he wanted to do with it, so he let it go.
Swing and a miss, and it's quickly here. 0-2 to the number 3 hitter, Gibbs. His batting average, by the way, 448. 29 RBIs.
Middle infielder was cheating towards second base. If he would have made contact and hit it the other way, would have been a big hole to hit it through. They apparently thought the runner was going.
Here's a pitch that's low. Outside corner, but below the knees there, it looked like. And it's 1-2 with Bailey on deck. Throw over to first and the runner back.
He had that look like he might be going. He had a pretty good sized lead, and it looked like he was trying to lean towards second base.
And at 1-2, they could pitch out or pitch up and away with a fastball. It's in on his hands, though, and a foul ball, third base side. Runner not going there.
2 strikes on the batter. The pitcher's going to nibble at the corners. That time he tried to get one in on the hands, and Gibbs did all he could just to make contact and fouled it down the third base line.
Gibbs, right-handed batter. Alton, catcher, will shoot one to third through the legs of the third baseman for an error, and first and second, one out as it was hit hard. The grass slowed the roller up, but right through the legs of Frankie.
It was almost like he was anticipating that ball would bounce up around his waist area, and it never did get any higher than shin high, and the ball went right through the wickets, as they say, and it's an error to put the 2 runners on here with 1 out in the bottom of the first.
Right through the legs there, and now it is Raymond Bailey, 480 batting average, 25 at bats. He has 12 hits.
I want to think about spreading out some of these good offensive players throughout the lineup. Boy, it seems to be really top-heavy for Alton with some big numbers for this top 4 batters in the lineup.
And now a meeting on the mound. Pitcher, catcher, shortstop gets in on the meeting as head coach Todd Haug is coaching over at third. One of his assistants, Mike Arbuthnot, coaches at first. Pitching coach Pete Kleeman in the dugout, of course. Along with the bench coach, Todd's father, Steve Haug, in the dugout too. And we're ready to go with the Redbirds here with 2 on and 1 out, bottom of the first inning. And Bailey at the dish. Big curve, swing, and a miss. Couldn't reach it.
It was outside the strike zone when it was finally caught by the catcher after the swing and the miss by Bailey. Pitcher coming at him with a curveball to start things off.
Strike 1. First and second for the Redbirds. Another breaking ball off the end of the bat. Foul ball, strike 2.
We've seen both of these pitchers not afraid to throw the off-speed stuff early in counts. Normally early in a game, early in counts, you like to get ahead with a fastball, but some off-speed stuff here for these 2 pitchers.
Ray Bailey will take a fastball now. Strike 3 through the heart of the plate. 2 outs.
Set him up with those 2 curveballs, those off-speed pitches, and then come with the fastball and had him frozen. Couldn't pull the trigger.
Now from the left side, the designated hitter, Matt Hopkins, will get a chance. A 2-out chance here. Hopkins, 18 RBIs, 388 batting average. He's only a sophomore. And he hits one to the second baseman. Ground ball right to second. Throw to first for the out. And they pitch around the walk and around the air. 2 left on base. And we've played 1 inning here at Gordon Moore. 0-0 Redbirds and Cahawks. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
If you want your car to look stunning and keep it running, then take your car to Andy's Auto Body and Complete Car Care Center. Andy's ASE certified mechanics perform oil changes, suspension repair, air conditioning repair and service, engine diagnostics, warranty maintenance, tires, brakes, and shocks, plus state-of-the-art Hawkeye alignment. Like Andy's on Facebook. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care Center with 2 locations in Alton and Maryville is your car's home away from home.
Do you, Kasasa? Do you have a free checking account that pays you cash? Cash like greenbacks, cash like, hi, I'm Johnny, cash like this. The massive interest you get just for putting your money into a free Kasasa account. Kasasa. A new word for a checking account that liberates you with no minimum balance and ATM refunds from sea to shining sea. Do you know where to get more cash? If you Kasasa, you do. Do you Kasasa?
Don't just bank. Kasasa, only available at America's finest community banking institutions.
Cahawks and Redbirds here, Southwestern Conference baseball. First pitch swinging is popped up by Chris Mathis. Short center field, Wisnowski coming in a long, long way to make the catch there as he called off the second baseman and the shortstop. 1 out.
Man, he came a long way. He was on a dead sprint from his position in center field to catch that ball, probably about 3 or 4 strides on the grass beyond the infield dirt, and called off his second baseman and made the play.
Chris Mathis, 389. Zach Mathis, 464. Their batting averages. Now it's Kellison, Briley Kellison, 371 hitter. And he will take low for a ball. 1 out.
Another off-speed pitch that Kellison just laid off of, almost pulled the trigger on it, missed outside.
This one's down in the dirt, low and away, and it's 2-1. Kellison is the DH for second baseman Grant Bauer.
You wonder if Coach Todd Haug is expecting Clint Kress to go the entire way. He's only pitched 4 innings this season. Maybe this is one of those team games where maybe several people get a shot on the mound.
Swing and a miss at a pitch low. May have been ball 3, but it's 2-2. And the 2-2 delivery, down and in, swing and a miss, and he went for another bad one, strike 3.
Tied him up, and if he would have made contact with that ball wasn't going anywhere. Good pitch, good pitcher's pitch from the pitcher with 2 strikes on the batter.
And the first baseman, Tanner Houck, comes to the plate, 5 up, 5 down for Collinsville as we play here in the second inning.
First batter not to put the ball in play.
Fly ball deep to left center field. That's trouble. Wisnowski going back, and it's high off the fence there. Almost left the yard, but it's a stand-up double as he put a jolt into that one with 2 down.
He is an athlete, the way he looks. I mean, we haven't seen Collinsville play, but when he stepped into the batter's box, you knew that he's got some pop in his bat. And he gave that one a ride right into the gap between left and center, and that hit about 3/4 up on the fence, came that close to getting out of here.
Tanner Houck has made the most starts on the mound, so basically their ace pitcher, and he just hit a double, and now a single into center field. Wisnowski charging, runner coming around third, and it will not be cut off, but it rolls after it hits the mound to home plate. And it's going to be a 2-out rally and a 2-out run for Collinsville.
Sharply hit ball right up the middle, didn't get much more than 6 or 7 feet off the ground. Wisnowski came up throwing. I don't think he would have had him. Not too aggressive base running. They didn't try to take second base on that throw. That did get past the cutoff man at the mound. So maybe a missed opportunity there. Collinsville's runner stays at first base instead of trying to get to second.
And an RBI for Reeves. And now a strike called to Aaron Pescar. And Reeves gets the RBI, just his 5th RBI of the year.
A couple of hard hit balls off Kress, and he's got the 1 strikeout in this game, but I don't know if there's going to be overly concerned that a lot of these balls are getting put in play.
Pescar, right-handed batter, strike 1 the count. All with 2 outs here, a double, a single, and now the number 8 hitter. As we play in the top of the second inning here, Collinsville breaking on top, 1-0. And a foul ball, first base side off the end of the bat, strike 2.
Shot that one down near the coacher's box down the first base line. Had to duck out of the way of that ball that rolls down towards the bullpen area.
Catcher, number 9 hitter, McEwen waits on deck. We'll see if he bats this inning or next inning. Throw over to first and the runner back. Bailey holding the runner on. Stilts at second, Halliday short, Lewis at third. Gibbs, the catcher, gives the sign to the pitcher, Kress. 0-2 on the way. Foul ball back to the screen.
So far in this game, Kress's most effective pitch has been that pitch on the inside part of the plate. That one, the batter offered at it, Pescar, but just got a piece of it, and he's also struck out a batter using that pitch.
Pescar waits, and a pitch. Inside, hits the batter, And he turned into it, I think the home plate umpire is going to say. So it's going to be a dead ball, and the home plate umpire will talk to the coach there.
The way coaches teach it anymore, they don't tell you to bail out. They just want you to kind of spin, about a half spin away from the ball, and the umpire has the discretion whether or not you could say that you didn't make a good enough effort to get out of the way. It appears I've seen people get sent to first base on calls a lot closer than that, and now the batter is trying to sell it even more that he's a little bit injured here, and the umpire and the coach is going to maybe milk it a little bit too. And the umpire Joe Carlisle's just going to sit there with his hands on his hips and wait for them to take their position in the batter's box.
Well, it used to be in the old days, even in the major leagues, you dive into that ball and it would hit you and you'd get your base.
Yeah.
The rules change a little bit down through the years. Here's a foul ball off to the right side.
I don't think the Alton coach would have had any problem if he would have been awarded first base.
No.
I don't think it was that of a deliberative attempt to get hit.
1 ball, 2 strikes, throw over to first, runner back standing up. Kress looking for the third out here, trying to get out of this second inning. Runner going, swinging a pop-up. First baseman Bailey is there on the pop, and he has it to end the inning. 2 hits after 2 were out, and a run after 2 out. Collinsville takes the lead, 1-0 in the second inning. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
I'll grab the birthday cake. You bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Why should you bring your vehicle to Quick Lane at Roberts Motors? You never need an appointment, just drive on in. Quick Lane has the guaranteed lowest tire prices around. Plus, we perform a multi-point inspection of the critical items on your vehicle at no charge every time you visit. Ford, Chevy, Toyota, or any other make, Quick Lane can service it. We're even open on Saturdays. Stop by Quick Lane at Roberts Motors today. Come see why life is better in the Quick Lane.
Hudson, the number 9 hitter. Collinsville taking a 1-0 lead here today early in the game. And Kress from the left side takes ball 1.
Alton had their 2 runners on base in the first inning with 1 out. Couldn't get anybody home.
Ground ball to the second baseman again. The lefty pulls it, and second baseman Bauer throws him out. Hopkins from the left side grounded out to the right side, and so did the left-handed hitting Kress, a ground out to second.
Back-to-back at bats that they grounded out to that second baseman Bauer.
Now a right-handed batter. It's Will Lewis, third baseman. Junior, right-handed hitter. And the first pitch to him from Cease is a strike on the outer half.
Lewis numbers on the season, 269 batting average. He's got only 3 RBI on the season.
Here's the pitch. And upstairs for a ball.
Duck that one a little bit, maybe just above the numbers, letters on the front of the uniform.
Paul Cease brings it in. It's a tap to third, to Hopper to third, and across the diamond it goes, and Lewis is out by a step, 2 down.
Lewis used some good hustle down the first base line. He didn't give up on that ball that was hit lightly to the third baseman, and it was a closer play at first than I think a lot of people thought it would be.
And so now we have 2 down, and now we go back to the left side of the plate, and it is Halliday to the dish. Matt Halliday will take it up and away, ball 1.
14 RBI on the season for Halliday, but his batting average is only .231. So he's been efficient when he's put the ball in play. It's driven in some runs.
2 outs, and there's a strike on the outside corner. Borderline pitch there. Remember, Collinsville got it going with 2 outs in the bottom of the order, really. Had a double and then an RBI single by Kyle Reeves. Here's a foul ball out there on the edge of the plate again.
This pitcher, Cease, just seems to have a real easy delivery. But, boy, it's got some pop on it. Really pops in that catcher's mitt of McEwen. It doesn't appear to a lot of effort.
Foul ball back to the screen here, and it's still 2 strikes and a ball.
Talked about the batting average for the Alton players at the top of the order. There's a batter hitting 9th. He's on deck, Brian Hudson. He's hitting .429. Odd that you'd have somebody batting 9th hitting .429 on the year.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. It's fouled off to the left. Left fielder gives it a look, but it's going to drop in the bullpen in that left field corner. And Halliday has another look at another one from Cease here. And another foul ball off to the left.
Almost in the exact same place down there in the bullpen area.
Redbirds have some more conference games next week. Monday, a makeup game at Granite City. Tuesday, Thursday games as well next week in the conference. Here's a ball outside.
And up next, Saturday, they got a non-conference game. But with the rain in the forecast, you wonder if that one's going to get in.
Yeah. Vianney coming from St. Louis. Here's a fly ball to center. Center fielder went back, and now he comes in, and it's going to drop in front of him as he misread that one to center field.
Mathis, first step, maybe couple steps back, and then he had to come in hard, and it dropped at his feet. That was a mistake that time, a mental error by the center fielder. It's going to play as a hit for Halliday.
That'll be the first hit for Alton in the game.
Maybe that 2-out rally's gotten in the way. You got Hudson coming up now, who's shown that he can handle the bat.
Hudson from the left side. Tall, lanky lefty will hit one back to the pitcher. Hit it hard, but on the mound, Cease will throw over to first, and Hudson out number 3. That's the end of 2 innings here at Gordon Moore Park. It's Southwestern Conference baseball, and Collinsville leading Alton 1-0 after 2. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Let's go places. Not just the ones you can find on a map, but the ones you can find in your heart. Because inspiration doesn't favor those who sit still. It dances with the daring and rewards the courageous with ideas. Ideas that inspire. Ideas that take you places you never imagined. Ideas big enough to make the heart skip a beat. And in some cases, maybe 2. Toyota, let's go places.
On to the 3rd inning now. Collinsville back to the plate. Line drive to center, and Wisnowski will play it on a hop as the catcher, McEwen, shoots one hard to center field for a leadoff single.
What might have set up that leadoff single, the first 2 pitches were out of the strike zone, so it was a 2-0 count, and Kress had to groove one, and McEwen driven right back up the middle. 1 out to the outfielder, Wisnowski, and leadoff man reaches.
And remember, McEwen, a .400 batting average, hitting 9th.
Just like the Alton team with a player with a high batting average hitting at the bottom of the order.
Almost like a second leadoff man, really. Good hitter, the bottom, top. And here at the top, it is Zach Mathis. Zach hitting .464. Throw over to first.
McEwen had a pretty good size lead and had a little hop just before the ball was thrown over to first base. Almost got him leaning.
McEwen only with 15 at-bats. That's 16 now, 7 out of 16. There's a fly ball, right center field, carrying with the wind. Wisnowski, a diving try, and it goes off of his glove on the warning track, and he's shaken up. Extra bases, it's a double, and Wisnowski with a headlong dive out there on the warning track, and he is slow to get up.
It was an attempt that you just don't often see people making that sort of an effort. That ball looked like it was a double all the way, but Wisnowski never gave up on it. And if he would have come up with that ball, it would have been a highlight catch because he was parallel to the ground when he made contact with his glove right at the warning track. And as a result of Wisnowski making that good effort and getting a glove on the ball, the runner on first couldn't get a good head start. He has to stick at third.
Now the infield's going to come in for Frankie here, and there's a strike on the outside corner, strike one. Well, it's hard to believe he even got a glove on it. You're right. I mean, he went a long, long way, and it landed on the warning track out there in right center field.
Coming off the bat of a right-hander, it was hit the other way, and it was tailing away from the center fielder.
Here's a ball low and away, and Gibbs will block that one. It's ball one.
Well, he got a jam to get out of here. First two have reached, second and third, nobody out. Top of the order up. See if Alton can get out of it.
Frankie at the dish will hit a soft liner to second, throw home, and Gibbs is there, but it popped out of Gibbs's glove as he went for the swipe tag, and he would have been out, but safe at home, and it's 2-0.
Alton had everything they needed there. A hard hit ball right at one of the pulled-in infielders. Second baseman Stilts was able to fire it home. The ball was thrown on the right side, the third base side of home plate. Everything worked until they tried to apply the tag, and the ball popped out of the glove of Gibbs. Not only that, but the batter was able to take second base on that throw when it got away from Gibbs.
And so 3 in a row have reached base. This one is low, and they call it a strike on the outside corner, actually, at the knees.
First 3 have reached. Runners still at second and third, nobody out. 1 run in here in the inning.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss out there on the edge again. And now time called as the batter, Cease, the pitcher, goes to talk to his coach down at third here in the third inning, and it's 2-0 now.
You just wonder how long Todd Hauge is going to stick with Clint Kress, who, as we mentioned in the pregame, he had only pitched 4 innings prior to this, getting his first start of the season, and 2 runs are in, and the first 3 have reached here in this third inning, maybe struggling a bit.
Outside for a ball. He's given up 4 hits, 2 runs so far.
And more importantly, all these balls that have been put in play have been fly balls. There has not been a ground out in this game, 1 strikeout.
Here's a tap back to the pitcher. He's going to come home, and he runs right at the runner and then tags him out. And then the ball was bobbled. Now the umpires are going to talk it over. And if somebody would have told Kress that the runner was coming to third, he could have walked him all the way back to third. But they are going to call the out anyway at home as Kress applies the tag.
I think if you're Kress, you've got to get that ball to your catcher. And I don't know if the prior play played any role in why he tried to tag him himself. But, boy, even if the ball had not popped out of his glove when the tag was applied, that was a close play at home plate. I think if he would have gave the ball to Gibbs, it would have been an easy out.
Gibbs could walk that runner back to third because the other runner had already taken third base, so he had nowhere to go. But it's first and third now, and that's the first out of the inning on a fielder's choice.
Back-to-back fielder's choices.
Now one in the dirt, low and away. Good stop by Gibbs.
The batter this time had to stick at first, so runners are on the corners.
Double play ball is what the Redbirds are looking for now. Shortstop, good hitter up there, though. Chris Mathis shoots one to short, and it ricochets off the shortstop. A smash right at the shortstop, but Halliday couldn't get it.
That was a tailor-made double play. Needed to go to the shortstop or middle infielders, sharply hit, and it was everything that Alton wanted, a ground ball right at the shortstop, and it went off his leg, and this is turning into a ugly inning right now, and we're going to get a visit to the mound.
And that was a shot, but right to the shortstop indeed, and everybody's safe, first and second, and now pitching coach Pete Kleeman goes to the mound. 3-0 Cahawks. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Red or black, silver or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a representative.
The baseball diamond here, and after the meeting on the mound, Kress delivers foul ball by the designated hitter, Kellison.
Looks like Alton's going to get a pitcher warming up down in the left field bullpen, and Charlie Howard, I believe, is the one who's getting loose down there.
Kress, the starter, right-handed pitcher. And he's got a long look in here. Charlie Howard has been the workhorse. 16 games pitched. He has 5 saves. He has 4 wins. 4 wins for Howard, Henry, and Bailey. They lead the team with 4 wins each. 1-1 pitch and a strike call down the middle.
This batter here was a strikeout victim first time up. Really go a long ways to getting out of the inning if Kress can get another strikeout here on Kellison.
Or another ground ball. Try the double play again, I guess. 1 out. And a ground ball to third. Third baseman will go to second, and it pops out of the glove of the second baseman. They do not get an out, as that ball was a little to the center field side of second, but still catchable for Stilts there, and should have been at least 1 out.
You're the official scorer. Who's the error go to? Third baseman or second baseman?
I think second baseman, I believe. Popping out of his glove.
Ball was hit sharply to the third baseman. Looked like it could be a 5-4-3 double play, and I don't know if these infielders are thinking a little bit too much, anticipating what could happen, and that time the second baseman couldn't hold on, and bases are loaded now. 1 out.
And that will bring in Tanner Houck, and Redbirds in a jam now. Bases loaded, and the pitch is high, ball 1.
Tanner Houck had that sharply hit double off the fence in left center field his first time up, so Collinsville seems to have the right person up there right now.
Fly ball deep to right center. Look out. Wisnowski's going to have to chase it. It's all the way to the fence. 1 run is in, 2 runs in, and second and third on the stand-up double as 2 more come home.
Houck with 2 doubles in this game, and he drives that one into right center field after putting one against the left center field wall his first time up. Drives in a couple of here, and Collinsville starting to break this thing open a little bit.
And so now, with the help of 3 errors in the inning, the Cahawks keep the merry-go-round going here as they have scored 4 and lead it 5-0. And head coach Todd Haug talking to the home plate umpire about something here.
I think he's going to make a trip to the mound and make a switch.
And to the mound he goes, and to Charlie Howard he goes to the bullpen. A few minutes after 5 o'clock, you're in tune to WBGZ Alton as Kress will leave, and looks like he's going to go to short. He'll be the shortstop now. And right-hander Charlie Howard into the game when we come back. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Timeout. Come here. I need better coverage. Anybody here give me better coverage?
Put me in, coach. I can give you better coverage. only can I give you better coverage, I can protect your dreams. Call me, Gerard Fisher, 466-7062.
Hey, where do you want this ladder?
Oh, come on, Coach.
American Family Insurance.
If you want your car to look stunning and keep it running, then take your car to Andy's Auto Body and Complete Car Care Center. Andy's ASE certified mechanics perform oil changes, suspension repair, air conditioning repair and service, engine diagnostics, warranty maintenance, tires, brakes, and shocks, plus state-of-the-art Hawkeye alignment. Like Andy's on Facebook. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care Center with 2 locations in Alton and Maryville is your car's home away from home.
Second and third for the Cahawks here. 2 on. Still only 1 out in this third inning. Already a 4-run third inning, and we have a new pitcher. His 17th appearance once again. It is Charlie Howard in relief, and he gets one on a pop-up to the infield. Catcher, first baseman there. First baseman Bailey will call everybody off. He makes the grab, 2 down.
Charlie Howard came off the mound, and he was pointing directly towards the catcher. He was thinking that that was the best play for the catcher, but Bailey came in and made the play, and I think that Bailey made the correct play, calling everybody off. He had the best look at that one.
Well, you talk about giving a team 4 or 5 outs. I think it's even more than that this inning.
They had
more like 5 or 6.
They had a force out at home or a tag out at home that they missed. They had a tailor-made double play on 2 different ground balls, one to the shortstop, one to the third baseman. And they didn't get any outs on either one of those plays.
You're looking at least giving them 6 outs here. 3 errors in the inning, 4 runs in the inning. Here's a ground ball to second. Takes a big hop for Stiltz, who throws on to first for the out. So Howard gets the 2 outs that he needed to without any more damage, and it's 5-0 Collinsville in the middle of the third inning now. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Do you, Casasa? Do you have a free checking account that pays you cash? Cash like greenbacks, cash like, I'm Johnny, cash like this. The massive interest you get just for putting your money into a free Casasa account. Casasa. A new word for a checking account that liberates you with no minimum balance and ATM refunds from sea to shining sea. Do you know where to get more cash? If you Casasa, you do. Do you Casasa?
Don't just bank. Casasa, only available at America's finest community banking institutions.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Wisnowski, Palda, and Gibbs, top of the order for the Redbirds as we go to the bottom of the third inning here in a 5-0 game. Collinsville leading Alton. Wisnowski trying to get it started for the Redbirds, who have only 1 hit. Go to the bottom of the third, and he takes a strike. We're underway in the bottom half of the third inning.
Well, the Redbirds got the right guys coming up if they want to get back in this game. A 5-0 ball game as we go to the bottom of the third. Top of the order. They need to make something happen here.
Breaking ball, ground ball, right over the bag at third, and Wisnowski will go for 2. He will fly to second with a stand-up double, and Wisnowski with his 9th double of the year.
That's what you needed to happen. Leadoff man double, get the thing started, and now Palda comes in and needs to put these balls in play, and hopefully they can get some breaks going their way after several miscues in the top half of this inning.
Nick Palda, 369 to start the day, still there after a walk in the first inning. And a strike here, it's 0-1.
And for Palda, a lot of RBIs out of this number 2 position in the batting order, and he's got a runner in scoring position with Wisnowski at second base taking his lead.
Here's the next pitch. It drops in there for a strike. You look at Palda, he leads the team in homers, 3 home runs.
And he's second in RBIs with 24.
Yeah. The stretch. And the 2-strike pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Shortstop is there. He'll throw to first for the out. Wisnowski read it well. He's at third base as it popped off the pitcher's mound out to the bag at second.
He got the hop that he needed, and he made the play to get out Paul at first base with that ball that was hit up the middle. Took the nice fielder's hop.
Here's Brent Gibbs. 448 average to start the day. He's 0 for 1, reached on an error. Looking for his 30th RBI. Foul ball.
Runner Wisnowski that time was hopping out of the way. Even though the ball was about 10 feet away from him, he was getting ready to get low if he needed to on that sharply hit ground ball down the third base line.
Outside here, Wisnowski has scored 35 runs on the year.
With that right-handed pitcher pitching from the stretch, he's looking directly at the third baseman, and Wisnowski's being very animated there, trying to disrupt him a bit.
Here's a pitch that's low, below the knees for ball 2.
Well, 2-1 count. Maybe it's working.
Gibbs at the dish. Sitting again on 29 RBIs. And the pitch on the way. Low and away to Gibbs, 3-1.
There's a golf cart just beyond the fence there in left center field that I'm sure Gibbs would like to take aim at as it just motors away now as the pitch is being delivered.
Moving target out there. Swing and a miss, down and in, maybe ball 4.
By the looks at that swing, it looked like it might have been in his target as he took a big hack at that one.
So now it's 3-2. It's time for a payoff pitch, 1 on, 1 out. Swing and a miss, did it again, down and in, and struck him out.
First time seeing Brent Gibbs this year. It looks like he's got a real big, long swing, and unfortunately, the last 2 pitches from Cease that time got him missing the ball with those big swings, and Redbirds are possibly in the position that stranding that runner at third base. There's 2 outs in the inning now.
After a leadoff double. And Bailey pops it up. Shortstop back, short left field, and the shortstop will grab it. Chris Mathis makes the play, and the Redbirds do not score after the leadoff double. We've played 3 innings now here in Alton, and the Redbirds shut out by the Cahawks so far. 5-0 Collinsville. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Why should you bring your vehicle to Quick Lane at Roberts Motors? If you never need an appointment, just drive on in. Quick Lane has the guaranteed lowest tire prices around. Plus, we perform a multi-point inspection of the critical items on your vehicle at no charge every time you visit. Ford, Chevy, Toyota, or any other make, Quick Lane can service it. We're even open on Saturdays. Stop by Quick Lane at Roberts Motors today. Come see why life is better in the Quick Lane.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Now we go to the top of the order, and Zach Mathis to the plate with 1 down. The pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Sent 9 players to the bat in that 3rd inning, did Collinsville. So McEwen leading off back-to-back innings, 3rd and 4th.
Well, would it be fair to say, for the Redbirds anyway, that was ugly, that inning? Ugly.
Just missed opportunities to get out of that inning.
Big curveball is skied to center field. Wisnowski is there. He'll make the grab. 2 up, 2 down.
I tell you what, there's a lot of balls being put in play in this game. Alton pitchers aren't throwing the ball by these Collinsville hitters, and Mathis, for instance, has flied out to center field twice, and he's also doubled to center.
And with 2 down, that brings in Daniel Frankie, and he fouls one back, strike one.
Could have been a very short inning, as he offered at a pitch early in this count after only a couple of pitchers from Howard.
Here's a strike in there for strike 2.
Curveball.
Well, Charlie Howard has a big hook. And another one rolling to second. Out of the grass to Stilts at second base. He throws to first. 1-2-3 for the Cahawks in the top of the 4th inning. Redbirds back to the plate when we come back. Bottom of the 4th inning coming up. Collinsville on top, though, of Alton High here, 5-0. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Let's go places. Not just the ones you can find on a map, but the ones you can find in your heart. Because inspiration doesn't favor those who sit still. It dances with the daring and rewards the courageous with ideas. Ideas that inspire. Ideas that take you places you never imagined. Ideas big enough to make the heart skip a beat. And in some cases, maybe 2. Toyota, let's go places.
Red or black, silver or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a representative.
Hopkins, Kress, and Lewis to bat here in the home half of the 4th inning now. Back live at Gordon Moore Park, diamond number 5, Hopkins Field. And with Craig Ballman, Brent Berkland here with you on the Big Z as we play on here in the 5 o'clock hour. We're in the bottom of the 4th, and Cahawks lead it 5-0.
Cease didn't get much of an opportunity to rest in the dugout. That was an efficient top half of this inning for the Alton pitcher, Howard, and now the bats are back at it for the Redbirds.
Tyler Kohler, another pitcher loosening up for Alton now, it looks like. And strike 1 to Hopkins, the designated hitter, DH. And he sends one back to the pitcher, and the pitcher with a quick glove again. He makes the snag and throws to first. Hopkins is out.
Second time in this game that he's made the play, fielding his position up the middle on a fairly sharply hit ball. Don't know if it would have made it through the infield, but it would have made for a bang-bang play at first base if one of the middle infielders would have had to field that ball.
Left-handed batter now, the starting pitcher originally, Clint Kress, strike 1.
Well, he's got the opportunity now to try to do something offensively after it wasn't his day on the mound today.
Outside corner again, and left-handed batter is down 0-2.
Watch the first 2. It's going to be swinging here, you got to believe it, 0-2.
Pitch on the way. A little further outside, ball 1.
So many pitchers like to waste a pitch when it's 0-2. I think they need to come right at him and maybe get that batter thinking that it's going to be possibly a wasted pitch and not be ready for one down the middle.
Outside again, and now it's 2-2. You look ahead to Collinsville's next conference game, and it's their big rival, Collinsville, Edwardsville. It'll be Tuesday at Collinsville. Next week, here's a foul ball back. It's still 2-2.
Was in the hole 0-2. Now he's worked it to 2-2 and starting to get into that situation where the pitcher has to come to him now, and that plays into the hands of the batter.
Swing and a miss. Low delivery, bottom of the strike zone, struck him out.
Well, maybe not so much. Swinging strikeout there. Second strikeout of, actually third strikeout of the game. There was one looking strikeout back in the first inning for this pitcher, Cease.
He's given up 1 walk, 2 hits, and we're in the 4th. And remember, good ERA. He's got good stuff, 1.09 ERA. And you give him a lead like this, on cruise control right now, swing and a miss.
hitting his spots for the most part, and some of these Alton batters aren't helping themselves any, offering at some of these pitches out of the strike zone.
Fastball just outside, and he thought it was good enough.
He hit his target right where the catcher set up. He threw it right where the catcher set up, but the home plate umpire looking over the shoulder, maybe the catcher was a little bit outside the zone.
Here's the next. Swing and a miss, low and away, and Lewis strikes out as he went fishing there, low and away, and 2 strikeouts in the inning, 1, 2, 3 for the Redbirds. We've played 4 now. It's still 5-0 Cahawks. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Timeout. Come here. I need better coverage. Anybody here give me better coverage?
Put me in, Coach. I can give you better coverage. Not only can I give you better coverage, I can protect your dreams. Call me, Gerard Fisher, 466-7062.
Hey, where do you want this ladder?
Oh, come on, Coach.
American Family Insurance.
If you want your car to look stunning and keep it running, then take your car to Andy's Auto Body and Complete Car Care Center. Andy's ASE certified mechanics perform oil changes, suspension repair, air conditioning repair and service, engine diagnostics, warranty maintenance, tires, brakes, and shocks, plus state-of-the-art Hawkeye alignment. Like Andy's on Facebook. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care Center with 2 locations in Alton and Maryville is your car's home away from home.
Fifth inning now, top of the 5th. Cahawks back to the dish, and Cease, the pitcher, will foul one off to the right, and we're underway in the 5th inning in a 5-0 game. Cahawks over the Redbirds.
4 runs in that 3rd inning for Collinsville. And unless Alton gets close, really won't matter much. But, boy, if it does become a close game later on, they'll look back to that inning and think about what could have been.
Well, you don't want to think about that inning too long or look at that inning too long because it wasn't pretty. Here's the pitch. Swing and a fly ball off the end of the bat down the right field line. Hudson will have to play it on a hop. It's a bloop single to right off the end of the bat.
Wind blowing out to center field. That ball hit down towards the right field line behind the first base position. Long way to go for the right fielder. I don't think he had a chance of getting to that one from his normal depth out there. And it just, for Collinsville, put it where they couldn't catch it and ceases on.
First hit allowed by the relief pitcher, Howard. Howard closing in on 30 innings on the year. Cease also closing in on 30 innings for the year.
But these Collinsville batters are putting the ball in play. There's only been the 1 strikeout, and for the most part, they've been putting the ball in play, giving themselves an opportunity.
Throw over to first and the runner back.
Talked about earlier when they hadn't hit many ground balls, and then all of a sudden they hit 2 or 3 ground balls, and Alton couldn't make the play, and that led to runs in that 3rd inning.
Here's the pitch. Breaking ball is smoked through the left side between the shortstop and third baseman. That's a hit.
It was almost as if he knew it was going to be the curveball, because with that curveball coming in, he held his body position well and was able to hit that one sharply into left field.
Almost a hanging curve there, too, up in his eyes, and he sent it into left for hit number 7 now for the Cahawks in the game.
Didn't have that sharp break to it. It just kind of bend right into the heart of the strike zone.
Now it's the designated hitter. Kellison digs in.
Back-to-back singles to start this inning. Doesn't look good.
Here's a bunt up the first base side. Bailey will grab it. Throw to the second baseman covering. Sacrifice bunt is good. That's the first out of the inning. Both runners move up.
First time we've seen a bunt attempt in this game, and it was textbook that time for Kellison. He got it down the first base line, and runners were able to advance easily. Now we're going to get a free pass to Houck, who's hit 2 doubles in this game, and heck, why not? I mean, he's been killing you.
Intentional walk to Houck. And Collinsville probably knew that was coming once they sacrificed the bunt. And now a line drive base hit into left field, so they make them pay as Reeves will drive in one. Here comes another, and he drives in two. On the throw home, the runners move up to second and third, and Reeves has driven in three now.
Kyle Reeves, Tanner Houck in the middle of this lineup have really done some damage for Collinsville. And now 2 more runs in here in the 5th inning, and after starting off so well last inning for Charlie Howard, he's starting to give up some hard hit balls here in the 5th.
And now it goes to 7-0. As Howard delivers again, low and away to Pescar here.
And Collinsville taking advantage on the bases, forcing Alton to make plays, and that was a single with Reeves reaching second base on a throw.
Here's a fly ball down the left field line. Left fielder will make the grab. Deep into left, though, and the runner tags and will walk home on a sac fly, and it's 8-0 now.
Well, that got the job done as Pescar hit it well down that left field line. On the run to make the play was Palda, but there was no way he was going to get the runner out at home. The only miscue that time for Collinsville, I think they had an opportunity for that man on second base to maybe get to third with the outfielder's momentum going away from the infield.
Here's the pitch by Howard, swinging a fly ball into left center field. A late break by the left fielder, Palda, and that's going to drop in there, and it'll be another run. It's a base hit, RBI single, and it's 9-0 now.
I don't know if he saw that ball. It was just a late break, as you mentioned, from Palda, and the pitcher kind of looked out to the outfield, and when he saw his outfielder didn't get a good break on it, he kind of threw his arms up, and he knew that that ball was going to get down.
And it's another 4-run inning for the Cahawks. They scored 4 in the 3rd, and now they got 4 in the 5th. And Zach Mathis, the leadoff hitter, in there now, and he swings and pops it foul to the Collinsville dugout. Gibbs over there, Bailey over there, hustling to the dugout, but strike one.
This inning is a little bit, you can't blame the Alton fielders for the 4 runs scored in this game, in this inning. Back in the 3rd inning, yeah, but this inning it's been Collinsville getting some clutch hitting when they needed it.
4 hits and a walk in the inning. Here's a swing and a miss. Throw to first, runner back.
McEwen out of that 9 hole in the batting order has done a pretty good job with 2 hits in this game. He's on first base right now.
Throw over to first again. Runner back. It's 0-2 here with 2 outs.
Zach Mathis batting for the 4th time in the 5th inning. When your opponent is batting for the 4th time in the game in the 5th inning, that doesn't spell for good tidings for the home team.
Ball down in the dirt. Howard came in relief in the 3rd inning. Got a couple of outs, and then a 1-2-3 4th inning, too.
Alton had a pitcher warming up earlier, but he's not out there now.
Here's a tap back to the mound, and the throw to first from the pitcher is a good one to end the inning, but not before the Cahawks get 4 more, and they lead 9-0 now over Alton High. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Do you, Casasa? Do you have a free checking account that pays you cash? Cash like greenbacks, cash like, I'm Johnny, cash like this. The massive interest you get just for putting your money into a free Casasa account. Casasa. A new word for a checking account that liberates you with no minimum balance and ATM refunds from sea to shining sea. Do you know where to get more cash? If you Casasa, you do. Do you Casasa?
Don't just bank. Casasa, only available at America's finest community banking institutions.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Alton's got a big hole to dig out of here if they want to win their third conference game of the year.
Number 9, senior Nick Drosty will bat here from the right side. And we'll see what he does to start the 5th inning. Drosty will take a strike. It's 0-1.
Most of the losses in the conference have been very close games. There was a 8-1 loss to Edwardsville, but this one's a 9-0 game as we play here in the 5th.
Here's another strike to Drosty again. Pitcher looks in, 0-2. And it is just outside for a ball.
Nick Drosty with a .323 batting average, 17 RBI on the season, not getting the start here this afternoon, but inserted into the lineup here, batting in the 5th inning.
Here's the next. It's a tap to the third baseman. Third baseman there and throwing over, and the tag, a swipe tag, but safe at first, says the first base umpire. Drosty tumbling as he went by the bag.
I don't know if Drosty got some instruction from Coach Arbuthnot over there, but he made a good evasive play when he sensed that the first baseman was coming off the bag to make the catch. He kind of ducked out of the way and dove towards first base and was able to reach safely. If that was a good throw, it would have been an out at first. Drosty's on first with nobody out.
And that brings in number 11, Hudson. And he will take a strike. It's 0-1 to number 11, the big sophomore, Brian Hudson here. Swing and a foul back.
They are holding on the runner at first base, so that creates a bit of a hole on that right side of the infield for the left-handed swinging Hudson. Let's see if he can find it here.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a tap to the right side. First baseman going over there and throws to second for the out. Good play there by Houck as he came way over to his right.
I think it was only Mr. Houck who could have made that play because he stands, what, about 6'4", 6'5"? He had to stretch out after he got off first base after holding the runner on. He was able to field it moving towards second and got the lead runner on a nice play from that big, tall infielder.
Tanner Houck, Jr., 6'5", Jr. And he made the play.
1-6, shortstop covering. Or 3-6, I should. 3-6.
Wisnowski takes a strike, and we're to the top of the order here.
Wisnowski's been on base once. 1 for 2 as he bats here in the 5th.
Low and away for a ball. That was a tough inning for the Redbirds, as that was a leadoff double, and he was stranded at third as the Redbirds were trying to get on the board and trying to get into the game. Now it's 9-0, and this one's inside for a ball.
You wonder when they failed to take advantage of that opportunity with the leadoff man reaching on a double, the right guys coming up in the batting order, when it didn't happen for him back in the 3rd inning, maybe those shoulders drooped a little bit.
2-1, 1 on, 1 out. The pitch on the way. Swing and a drive into right. Right fielder will chase it. It's in the gap. And Wisnowski will chase Hudson around the bases. Hudson comes around to score. Wisnowski going to third. He's there. He has a double and a triple, his 4th triple of the year.
Stand-up triple, RBI on the play, no play at the plate. That ball hit by Wisnowski got beyond the right fielder, and when he was chasing to the fence, you knew it was going to be Wisnowski rounding the bases, showing that good speed. He stands at third now with 2 outs in the inning. Maybe a 2-out rally for the Redbirds can get something started here.
RBI number 21 for Wisnowski. And, of course, after the game, we announce our Munganast Alton Toyota player of the game. Here's a wild pitch, and Wisnowski will score standing up, make it 9-2 Collinsville.
I said a 2-out rally. There's only 1 out in the inning, and here the Redbirds get a break on a pitch that was not handled by the catcher McEwen. Goes back to the backstop, and Wisnowski walks in, and he'll get a breather on the bench after getting that triple and then running home from third.
Here's the pitch, and it's a strike called at the letters to Palda here.
Base is empty now for Palda. Let's see if he can get that rally, keep it going with the 2 runners already in for Alton.
There's a strike call.
You wonder if the Collinsville coaching staff keeping an eye on Cease out there to see if they notice anything that may cause them to get a pitcher warming up.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul way in on his hands, and he fought it off.
That one probably came within an inch or 2 of smashing his fingers as he got around on that one, and it was way down on the barrel of the bat.
Wind still blowing straight out to center field. Swing and a miss, low and away, and 2 down.
What do you do after you jam him with one pitch? You throw it on the outside corner, get him swinging on the next. Good ball movement that time from the pitcher, Cease. Good location inside, then working outside.
Cease has given up a couple of runs here. Bottom of the 5th inning. Fastball up and away to Brent Gibbs, who's 0 for 2.
Reached on an error first time up, struck out, didn't look good at the plate last time up.
Here's the pitch. Inside, and a swing and a foul.
But you look at him and you can tell he's a good athlete. The numbers over the course of the season reflect what kind of player he is, and let's see if he can spark something here.
Tap foul off the instep there, it looked like. Maybe his left knee or left foot, and it's strike 2.
So many players wear those guards on their front leg for fear of doing just that. A pitch way inside, taking your normal swing at it, and that ball goes straight down and strikes that front leg. He's going to walk it off.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the 5th for Alton.
Getting chilly, Brent.
Yes, it is. Temperature dropping. Way down.
Taking a lot of time to call this pitch. And he finally calls timeout.
Down in the 40s the next 2, 3, 4 nights in a row. Shouldn't happen in May, Craig. Shouldn't happen in May.
And we transitioned to May, so those April showers we thought were over, but not so much.
Nope. Here's the pitch. Low and away. Missed his spot there as the catcher was set up inside.
Got that batter swinging at that inside pitch that he fouled off his leg, and then he goes back outside with the delivery, even though the catcher was setting up inside again.
Now the catcher sets up outside. It's low and away and bounces in.
Catcher went after that ball hard because he didn't know if the umpire would rule that Gibbs offered at the pitch. It's a ball, but the catcher, McEwen, that time didn't take that chance. He was going to get after that ball that rolled near the on-deck circle.
And 3-2 now to Gibbs. We'll see if Bailey can bat this inning. Gibbs keep it alive at 3-2. Swing and a shot to short. 1 hop smash to short. Throw to first for the out to end the inning. The Redbirds settle for 2 runs, and after 5, they trail Collinsville 9-2. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Why should you bring your vehicle to Quick Lane at Roberts Motors? You never need an appointment, just drive on in. Quick Lane has the guaranteed lowest tire prices around. Plus, we perform a multi-point inspection of the critical items on your vehicle at no charge every time you visit. Ford, Chevy, Toyota, or any other make, Quick Lane can service it. We're even open on Saturdays. Stop by Quick Lane at Roberts Motors today. Come see why life is better in the Quick Lane.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
With Craig Ballman, Brent Birkeland back here. Collinsville and Alton in boys baseball, and some showers now at the ballpark as we go to the 6th inning, and we have a new pitcher, Tyler Kohler, number 1. Another right-hander for the Redbirds. It'll be the 3rd pitcher of the day.
Kohler making his 6th appearance. He's not started a game, so he's worked exclusively out of the bullpen, much like Charlie Howard. Got some players playing specific roles on this Alton Redbirds team. You're a relief pitcher. Your job is to come out there, protect a lead if we've got a lead, and hold them where they're at if we're trailing. And right now, it's Kohler to keep it where it is. Right now, a 9-2 ball game.
9-2. Don't forget, after the game, we announce our Munganast Alton Toyota player of the game. And Frankie, the 3rd baseman, steps in against Kohler. As the wind picks up again, the rain begins, the temperature falls.
And we got the home plate umpire taking his time getting back to the home plate area. You think there would be a little bit of an urgency here with the rain moving in, but a little bit of a delay.
And now we're ready to go with Kohler bringing it home. And he brings it home low and away. Ball 1.
We can tell by the first delivery from Kohler, he's got a unique delivery. Comes 3/4.
And this is a looping liner into right. It falls for a base hit. 10 hits for the Cahawks as they start with a base runner in the 6th inning.
Frankie's on base for the 2nd time, but it's his first hit of the game. He had reached on a fielder's choice earlier, scored back in the 3rd.
Now pitcher Paul Cease comes to the plate. He's been on base twice, scored twice, and he's up there again in the 6th inning.
Heart of the order coming up for Collinsville.
First pitch swinging, fly ball to short right. Right fielder calling for it. Hudson wants it, has it in short right field.
2 pitches in this inning, and both put in play by Collinsville. 1 on, 1 out.
Well, not many counts that have even gone to 2 balls or 2 strikes, or they're not taking a walk. They're swinging the bat.
And as you look out the window here at Hopkins Field, it's a steady rain falling now. I wouldn't classify it just as light.
It's coming down a little harder now at the ballpark as the pitch is up and away for a ball.
One of 2 Mathis in the lineup. This is Chris Mathis, the shortstop. Took ball 1.
The Mathis brothers, they can play. Here's the pitch. Low and away on a sidearm delivery there. Bounced in.
Kohler, a senior pitcher, called on here to pitch in the rain. You would think a senior in the closing weeks of his career would maybe garner a little bit of more respect than having to pitch in the rain.
And here's one back to the screen, and that'll be a wild pitch in the rain.
I would think maybe a freshman would be warming up right now in the rain.
Oh, you're going to do that to a freshman, huh? Okay. 3-0 the count.
A couple of these pitches have missed badly, and I don't know if it's the rain causing it, but he's missed the strike zone pretty poorly here, and we've got a runner on second with the 1 out.
9-2 game, 6th inning. And the pitch. There's a strike in there, and it's 3-1.
Good thing about watching games at Gordon Moore Park is that there's plenty of area for fans to seek cover from the rain, and we've seen some fans scurrying underneath the shelter.
Right behind home plate. Here's a ground ball hit to short. Shortstop up, over, and out. The runner goes to third, though, and there's 2 down.
That's one of the first true hops we've seen the Alton infielders get in this game, and Kress handled it well and gunned out the runner at first.
And now it's the designated hitter, Kellison, here in the top of the 6th inning.
Kellison's 0 for 3 in the game. Struck out. Well, actually, let's call it 0 for 2. He did sacrifice. That count as an at-bat?
No. Here is a ball low, it looks like there. Right-handed batter. Right-handed pitcher. Redbirds looking for the 3rd out here in the 6th inning. Foul ball off to the right.
Redbirds really need to make something happen here because they got to get out of this inning without any more damage done. They've only got a couple more at-bats due up. And they got to nibble into this 7-run lead. They got their first opportunity last inning with 2 runs. Got to keep it where it is right now, a 7-run difference. And who knows, with the rain, it may affect Collinsville pitchers. And if you can get into their bullpen, it's a whole new ballgame.
And we may not play a full 7 innings with this rain either. Here's the pitch, low and away, and the new catcher, Nick Palda, getting a workout back there, but he's blocking them all in the dirt.
Doesn't seem like it's getting any harder rain, but it's pretty steady out there right now.
Steady light rain. No?
Let's call it, it was moderate rain.
Moderate, there we go.
It's not reached heavy yet.
You've been watching those meteorologists in St. Louis TV way too long. Here's a pitch low. It's 3-2 now with a runner at 3rd and 2 down. Here's the next. It's low and away. Ball 4, 2 on, 2 out.
Let that one get away from him. And when Kohler has missed in this game, he's missed badly. Pitches way out of the strike zone. And now you got Houck coming up again. Are you going to put him on? Got 2 outs in the inning. He's done some damage at the plate. Going to put a courtesy runner in the game for Collinsville.
I think that's the first true walk of this game. The other one was the intentional walk where they didn't even pitch to him. And that walk, finally Collinsville taking some pitches and not swinging the bat. They took a walk.
Yeah, according to my book, it looks like that was the only other walk in the game was that intentional pass to Houck, but they're going to pitch to him here.
Throw over to first, runner back. It is dark, cloudy, raining. The lights are not on here. Remember, Marquette softball going on. Maybe still going on, maybe not, against Bunker Hill. And the soccer game, Alton and Granite City out here too. Tanner Houck, 2 on, 2 out.
Hasn't been retired in this game.
In the running for our player of the game.
He doubled and scored in the 2nd, doubled and was stranded in the 3rd. He was intentionally walked and came around to score in the 5th.
Couple of big 4-run innings here. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
And he made that good defensive play last inning, playing first base.
It was a 1-0 game after 2. But then in the 3rd inning, Collinsville with a big 4-run inning, helped out by 3 Redbird errors in that inning, and then another 4 runs in the 5th inning.
Nice location that time from the Alton hurler Kohler. Tied up the big 6'5" Cahawk. And he gets a second strike of the at-bat.
Kohler looks in, gets the sign, and Palda gets set behind the plate. There's a fly ball into right field. Right fielder Hudson over to make the catch. Nice running catch in the right center field gap by the right fielder Hudson, who can cover a lot of room with his leg span too at 6'6" in right field. 9-2, Cahawks. We're in the middle of the 6th inning now. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Let's go places. Not just the ones you can find on a map, but the ones you can find in your heart. Because inspiration doesn't favor those who sit still. It dances with the daring and rewards the courageous with ideas. Ideas that inspire. Ideas that take you places you never imagined. Ideas big enough to make the heart skip a beat. And in some cases, maybe two. Toyota, let's go places.
Red or black, silver or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a representative.
Bailey will start it for the Redbirds in the bottom of the 6th inning. We started the game with sunshine. Now the lights are on with a little bit of rain here in the Riverbend. We are at Gordon Moore Park with Craig Ballman, Brent Birkeland with you on the Big Z, engineer Mike Montgomery, and closing in on 6 o'clock here on this Thursday. And the Redbirds in a big hole today, 9-0. Before they finally scored 2 last inning. It's 9-2 right now. Collinsville on top.
Cleanup hitter Bailey here leading off this inning, 0 for 2 in the game. Struck out looking back in the first inning when the Redbirds had 2 runners on.
Here's the pitch. And it's a strike called on the outside corner.
Cease still in there as we play in the bottom of the 6th. Alton's on their 3rd pitcher. Cease started this game for the Cahawks.
There's a fly ball into center field. Sky high and deep, and the center fielder stumbling a little bit back there, but he made the catch right in front of the track.
If it weren't for Bailey hitting that ball so high, that center fielder turned around 2 or 3 different times before making the catch, and Mathis hauled it in for the first out of the inning. And Bailey had skied it out to center field.
A mile high. My phone says 70 degrees. It is not 70 degrees. No. Come on.
Throw that phone away.
I'm going to, out the window. Outside and low for a ball to Matt Hopkins here.
DH grounded out twice in this game. Last time it was back to the pitcher.
Here's a strike on the outside corner. Boy, Cease has pitched a solid game. Pitching with the lead, that helps.
It does.
There's a line drive base hit as he reaches out and pokes it into center field with 1 down.
It shows you right there that you don't have to, put everything you got into a swing and still get good results, as that time looks like he was just swinging to make contact, and he stroked the ball into center field for a clean hit single with 1 out here in the 6th. Kress comes to bat, and talked about helping himself when he was in the batter's box last. He ended up striking out. He was the starting pitcher, and he's the pitcher of record for Alton. If this game ends the way it is right now, he'll be tagged with the loss.
Here's a strike on the corner. It's 1-1 with 1 on, 1 out. I was just looking at Cease's numbers. 4 earned runs allowed this year with that 1.09 ERA, 2 complete games.
Might get another one here. 5th start of the season. Tanner Houck had made 6 starts.
So they've got a little pitching. Reeves is 3-1. Cease going to be 3-1, it looks like. And 3 wins for Houck.
And they're going to climb up in the standings while Alton's going to get stuck near the bottom of the Southwestern Conference.
Fly ball into center. Center fielder Mathis drifting over into left center just a little bit. Grabs it. 2 down.
Had to kind of reach up right at the last moment there. He's made both catches on both outs here in the 6th inning.
Well, looking ahead to the 4A regionals, Alton will be in the Edwardsville Regional in a couple of weeks. Collinsville will be in the O'Fallon Regional. And that O'Fallon Regional will be interesting. All Southwestern Conference teams, Belleville East, Belleville West, Collinsville, Granite, and O'Fallon. Up and in, ball one.
Now, he leaned out of the way of that one, where we saw the batter earlier in this game not quite make the big effort to get out of the way.
Lewis. There's a strike, and it's now 1-1. Lewis is 0 for 2. And the Redbirds, just hard to believe that they only have 2 conference wins. I can't get over that.
17 overall, but just 2 in the conference.
Just amazing. And again, some close calls that they've won and that they've lost both. Lost to Collinsville 4-3, lost to O'Fallon 3-2, lost to Edwardsville 3-1. Belleville East win was just 3-2, 1-run game. Here's the pitch, low and away. It's 2-2.
I would guess when the IHSA makes their seeds, they don't necessarily look at the conference record. They'll look at the overall record. So despite the poor conference mark, they might get a better seed with the overall numbers.
Line drive, and the shortstop reaches up to make the grab and end the Alton 6th inning. We've played 6. It's 9-2 Collinsville. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Timeout. Come here. I need better coverage. Anybody here give me better coverage?
Put me in, coach. I can give you better coverage. Not only can I give you better coverage, I can protect your dreams. Call me, Gerard Fisher, 466-7062.
Hey, where do you want this ladder?
Oh, come on, coach.
American Family Insurance.
If you want your car to look stunning and keep it running, then take your car to Andy's Auto Body and Complete Car Care Center. Andy's ASE certified mechanics perform oil changes, suspension repair, air conditioning repair and service, engine diagnostics, warranty maintenance, tires, brakes, and shocks, plus state-of-the-art Hawkeye alignment. Like Andy's on Facebook. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care Center with 2 locations in Alton and Maryville is your car's home away from home.
On to the 7th inning now. Collinsville to the plate here at Gordon Moore Park. Just after 6 o'clock, you're in tune to WBGZ Alton. And the Redbirds back out onto the field, and they look for some outs and get back to the plate here. They need a huge 7th inning as they're 7 runs down to Collinsville, 9-2.
Second inning of work for Tyler Kohler. He's trying to get the catcher's attention. Wants to swap out the baseballs here. Umpire wiping off home plate with a towel. I guess his little brush not getting the job done.
Not in the mud. And it's still raining. Light rain.
Light rain right now.
Says weatherman Craig. It's Reeves, Pescar, and McEwen.
7, 8, 9 in the order.
7th inning. Reeves has had a good day. Ground ball to the right side this time. Second baseman will retire him to first. 3 RBIs for Reeves. He grounds out here, though.
Being nice to get a 1-2-3 inning here in the 7th, and got it off to on the right foot there with the first pitch. Grounded out easily to the second baseman stilts.
Pescar, the batter now. Here's the pitch, low and away. You look at the Collinsville pitching stats. Zach Mathis, 4 saves on the year. There's not a save opportunity in this game, but they do have a pitcher warming up in their bullpen down in the right field corner. Two balls, no strikes, and 1 out here in the 7th. The pitch. It's a strike from Kohler.
Busy week of spring sports on the Big Z. Got that good weather earlier in the week. Able to shoehorn in, 6 broadcasts this week?
6th game of the week on the radio today. Swing and a miss.
First string of several good days in a row. I mean, several broadcasts over the course of April, but boy, there were some days when it was temperatures in the 40s with wind.
Wind chills. Strike 3 called. He struck him out. 2 down.
Only the second strikeout for Alton pitchers in this game. And they get Pescar here looking as he's punched out for the second out in the 7th.
Dylan McEwen, the catcher, digs in, ready to go.
2 for 3 in the afternoon for McEwen.
2 outs, nobody on, and inside. Collinsville has had 2 1-2-3 innings. Alton trying to get a 1-2-3 inning here too. Boy, that 3rd inning was a killer.
Yeah, Alton retired Collinsville 1-2-3 in the 1st. Off to a pretty good start. In the 4th inning, it was a 1-2-3 inning. And if Kohler gets the out, and he does here.
Line drive to the second baseman. 1-2-3 for the Cahawks. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Still, Cahawks 9, Redbirds 2. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Do you, Casasa? Do you have a free checking account that pays you cash? Cash like greenbacks, cash like, I'm Johnny, cash like this. The massive interest you get just for putting your money into a free Casasa account. Casasa. A new word for a checking account that liberates you with no minimum balance and ATM refunds from sea to shining sea. Do you know where to get more cash? If you Casasa, you do. Do you Casasa?
Don't just bank. Casasa, only available at America's finest community banking institutions.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Dylan Rios.
Consider number 18, Dylan Rios.
Number 18 to the plate. So he gets a shot to start the 7th inning here. Bottom of the 7th inning, Alton again lost at Collinsville 4-3, and here at home they wanted to get some revenge, but home cooking not so good today.
Maybe a season sweep.
Yep. Strike 1. Another pitch on the way. Ground ball to the right side, up the middle, and into center field it goes for a leadoff hit.
This 8th place in the order for Alton has had 3 different batters today, and they've had 3 different people reach base. Holliday reached base with a single back in the 2nd inning. Drosty batted in the 5th and reached base, and now it's Rios leading off the 7th with a single. Got one of those homecoming balloons from over on the softball field making its way over to the high school baseball diamond.
Senior day for softball, and
a royal blue Mylar balloon just floating right behind shortstop right now.
it's a runaway. To the fence it goes. Ball 1 to Hudson here. Now he'll take a strike. 1-1. Lights are on. Rain still falling. And Collinsville still winning. Swing and a miss. And Cease has been impressive here today.
He early in the game talked about how he has that easy throwing motion. It doesn't look like he puts a lot of stress on the arm, and maybe that's made for a guy that can go complete games. I was going to say that Collinsville didn't have anybody warming up, but after the first runner reached, they send somebody down to that right field bullpen. So for the second time in this game, there's some activity down the right field line for Collinsville.
And the pitch on the way. Foul ball, third base side here. Cease Record of 2-1. Looking for his team leading third complete game.
Hudson spraying balls all over. He pulled one down the first base side, then hits one down the third base side. He needs to square this one up, knock it right over the middle.
Here's the pitch. It's low and away. 2-2 the count.
Boy, you get this runner on, this batter here, the 9th spot in the order. You know, you just give your team some hope with the top of the order coming up and get a rally going, and who knows what could happen.
If nothing else, you look ahead to Vianney from St. Louis on Saturday.
I'm trying to get the listeners to stay with us.
But I'm saying if you get a rally going, then maybe it'll carry over.
Okay, all right.
Into your next game.
Well, Hudson makes the first out.
Strike 3. Strike 3, 1 out. That will bring in Ronnie Wisnowski now. 2 hits, a double and a triple. And he will take a strike.
He scored one of the 2 Alton runs. Scored on a wild pitch after he had tripled in a run back in the 5th.
And he's going to try to bunt here and foul ball.
The catcher's going to ask, was he in the batter's box when he touched that ball? Or maybe did the bat hit the ball twice? And I think the umpires are going to confer here. And Wisnowski digging out of the batter's box, and they're going to try to determine whether or not his bat hit the ball twice.
And if he was out of the batter's box and it hit him, he'd be out. But if he was in the batter's box, he'd be all right. That's a foul ball. And it is strike 2.
Umpires conferred, and they're going to stick with the original ruling, foul ball.
Palda waits on deck, but Wisnowski here with 1 on and 1 out, bottom of the 7th inning. Again, our Munganast Alton Toyota player of the game coming up. Inside, and Wisnowski turns away.
Do you go with the complete game pitcher, or do you go with somebody who is doing some damage with the stick this afternoon?
It's a ground ball, hits slowly to short. Shortstop fires to first, not in time with that speed, and he has a single, a double, and a triple now.
Single on the infield here in the 7th inning for Wisnowski, adding to his already impressive numbers on the season. Came into the game hitting .456, and he goes 3 for 4 today.
Now it's Nick Palda with 2 on and 1 out. Low and away, ball 1. Marquette playing baseball today at Bunker Hill, and the Explorers win it 2-1 over Bunker Hill today. Conference game for them. And Marquette Explorers with a baseball victory.
First year in the Prairie State for the Explorers.
Here's the next, and a strike, 2-1 the count. Palda calls timeout, trying to slow up Cease here as he's working fast.
Cease wanting to get this one in the books. 1 out here in the 7th, 2 runners on.
He's getting soaked. He wants to hurry it up. Wind still blowing out, straight out to center field. Rain still falling too. Time by Palda again.
Some mind games going on right now. Palda's called timeout twice before a ball's been delivered.
And a strike down the middle, 2-2.
Strikeout victim last time up, Palda. Already 1 strikeout here in the 7th inning. And
this one is popped up into short right. Right fielder coming in, making the call and making the catch, and there's 2 outs now in the bottom of the 7th.
Redbirds down to their final out, and Brent Gibbs' spot in the lineup. He had gone to the dugout and was not playing defensively the last couple of innings, but he stays in the game and will hit here, or re-enter here.
Coach is going out to the mound, and the pitcher, Cease, shaking his head. He says, I want to stay in. Look at him. Don't take the ball from me now. And I don't think he was going to with the 9-2 game, but just talking over Brent Gibbs here.
Boy, you don't see much animation from a high school kid when your coach comes out there, but he was adamant that he wants to stay in this game.
And he will. He deserves it.
Coach, I'm pitching in the rain, and you're not going to take me out here.
Go back to the dry dugout. Here we go with Gibbs at the dish.
He may have told him, if this guy here gets a hit, I'm going to replace you. Even more incentive to finish off.
And he throws a strike. It's 0-1. Here's the next. Low and away. Again, Kress, pitcher of record, the starter for Alton, Cease. Gone the whole way for the Cahawks here. 1-1 pitch, breaking ball, and just a little too high.
And he showed that same animation on the mound after that pitch was ruled a ball that he did when his coach came out to talk to him that after the last batter.
Fastball, and it's tapped toward the shortstop, who will hustle in, bobble it. Everybody's safe. Bases are loaded. And here comes the coach to the mound again.
When he crosses the line here, he's going to have to come out of the ball game. As Gibbs legs out an infield single, the ball wasn't handled by the shortstop. Would have been a close play at first base, and the shortstop just had it roll off his glove. And the bases are loaded here with the cleanup man up for Alton.
And so, a meeting on the mound once again. And the reliever is ready in the right field corner. And the coach sends the infielders away now as he wants to talk to the pitcher. And I'm not sure, but part of it would be his pitch count. I'm not sure what it is, but it's got to be pretty high.
They're still talking, haven't brought in anybody from the bullpen yet. Got a runner for Gibbs. Ben Baldridge is going to run on first.
And he's going to stay in the game.
Maybe the rules are different. I thought when you make 2 trips to the mound in the same inning, you got to pull the player out, but he was able to have a conversation with his pitcher, and he's going to remain in the game.
Ray Bailey going to get a chance with the bases loaded in a 9-2 ball game.
Bailey's 0 for 3, so he's due.
Here's the pitch. Down the middle, strike 1.
2 hits in the inning for Alton. They've pushed their game total up to 6 now.
And this breaking ball is upstairs, outside, ball 1.
You wonder if that delivery that Cease made, a curve ball that was called a ball, that kind of upset his composure on the mound, gets another curveball here to call for a strike.
Inside corner around the knees for a strike.
Alton down to their last strike now.
9-2 game, 7th inning. Cease bringing it home to Bailey here. Just outside for a ball.
He is showing some emotion. He was walking off the mound that time. He thought it was strike on the outside corner. Thought the game was over.
2-2, and this one is inside and low, ball 3.
Collinsville coaches up at the fence in front of their dugout, sensing.
Runners go, and strike 3 called, and that's the ball game. Collinsville with a 9-2 win over the Alton Redbirds today at Gordon Moore Park. Back in a moment to wrap it up. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Tom Lane, State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Macias Insurance, professional, independent insurance agents. First Mid-America Credit Union, exceeding members' expectations since 1934. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance, all of your protection under one roof. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care, offering friendly service and reliable repairs since 1974. Liberty Bank, committed to providing excellent customer service above all else. Toyota, let's go places. Visit www.buyatoyota.com.